Have you tried every diet under the sun? Keto, paleo, Atkins, intermittent fasting? Only to find yourself right back where you started, or even heavier. What if I told you that it's not your fault? What if the entire concept of dieting is designed to fail? Stick with me, because today we're uncovering the truth about why diets don't work and what you can do instead for lasting health. And hey, if you're ready to break free from diet culture, hit that like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's start with a hard truth. The diet industry is a multi-billion-dollar business that profits from your repeated attempts. Think about it. If the first diet you ever tried worked permanently, they would be out of business. Their business model relies on a cycle. You start a diet, you lose some weight. You feel great for a moment, but then life happens. The restrictions become too much. You fall off the wagon. You regain the Wetafin with a little extra and then you feel guilty, ashamed, and desperate enough to buy the next revolutionary diet plan. It's a vicious, profitable cycle for them and a heartbreaking one for you. So, why is this cycle so common? Let's get into the science. When you drastically cut your calories, your body doesn't know you're trying to fit into a pair of jeans. It thinks you're starving. It's a survival mechanism hardwired into our DNA from our ancestors who faced real famines. So, your body fights back. First, your metabolism slows down to conserve energy. This is your body becoming more efficient at running on fewer calories, which sounds good, but it makes future weight loss much harder. At the same time, your hunger hormones go into overdrive. Ghrelin, the I'm hungry hormone, skyrockets, while leptin, the I'm full hormone, plummets. This is why you feel ravenously hungry when you're on a diet. You're not weak-willed. You're fighting your own biology. Your body is screaming at you to eat because it's trying to save you from perceived starvation. It's a battle you are almost destined to lose in the long run. A famous study, the Minnesota starvation experiment, showed this perfectly. Healthy men were put on a semi-starvation diet for 6 months. Not only did they lose weight, but they also became obsessed with food. They dreamt about it, read cookbooks for fun, and some even developed eating disorders. When the experiment ended and they could eat freely again, many of them overate and regained all the weight plus more. This shows the powerful psychological and physiological rebound effect of severe restriction. Now let's talk about the psychological toll. Diets create a toxic relationship with food. They label foods as good and bad. When you eat a bad food, you feel guilty. This guilt often leads to what's called the what the heck effect. You think, well, I've already messed up by eating one cookie, so I might as well eat the whole box and start my diet again on Monday. This all-or-nothing thinking is a direct result of the restrictive rules that diets impose. It takes the joy out of eating and replaces it with anxiety and self-judgment. Furthermore, diets disconnect you from your body's natural hunger and fullness cues. We're born with the innate ability to know when we're hungry and when we're satisfied. Babies cry when they're hungry and turn their heads away when they're full. Diets teach us to ignore these signals. They tell you to eat at specific times in specific amounts, regardless of whether you're actually hungry or not. Over time, you lose touch with your body's wisdom, making it even harder to maintain a healthy weight without a strict set of rules. This brings us to the biggest problem: sustainability. Most diets are built on deprivation. They cut out entire food groups or require you to eat in a way that is completely unrealistic for your lifestyle. Can you really see yourself never eating a piece of birthday cake again? Or avoiding all carbs for the rest of your life? Probably not. Life is full of social events, holidays, and stressful days where a rigid diet plan just isn't practical. The moment you deviate, the feelings of failure creep in, and the cycle starts all over. True health isn't about a 30-day challenge. It's about creating habits that you can sustain for a lifetime. So, if diets are the problem, what's the solution? It's a paradigm shift away from restriction and towards nourishment and self-trust. The answer lies in practices like intuitive eating and focusing on building sustainable habits. Intuitive eating is the complete opposite of dieting. It's a framework based on 10 principles that are designed to help you heal your relationship with food and your body. The first principle is to reject the diet mentality. That means getting rid of the books, apps, and beliefs that have told you that you need an external plan to control your eating. It's about letting go of the hope that a new diet will be the one that finally works. The next step is to honor your hunger. Instead of seeing hunger as the enemy, you learn to recognize it as your body's natural signal that it needs fuel. You eat when you're hungry. Sounds simple, right? But for chronic dieters, this can be terrifying. It requires trusting your body again. Then, you make peace with food. You give yourself unconditional permission to eat all foods. Yes, all of them. No more good or bad labels. When you know you can have a brownie whenever you want one, the intense craving and urgency to eat the entire pan disappears. The brownie loses its power over you. You might eat one, enjoy it, and move on. Or you might decide you don't even want it. This is food freedom. From there, you learn to feel your fullness. You start paying attention to the signals your body sends when it's comfortably full and satisfied. You learn to stop eating when you've had enough, not because a rule told you to, but because your body is telling you to. This requires mindful eating, slowing down, savoring your food, and checking in with yourself during a meal. Instead of focusing on weight loss as the primary goal, what if we focused on health-promoting behaviors? This is a much more effective and sustainable approach. Let's call it habit-based wellness. You focus on adding things in, not taking them away. For example, instead of saying I can't have sugar, you could set a goal to add 1 serving of vegetables to every dinner. This is a positive, achievable action. It doesn't feel restrictive, and it naturally improves the nutritional quality of your diet. Over time, you might find that you're crowding out some of the less nutritious foods without even trying. Another habit could be movement, not as a punishment for eating, but as a celebration of what your body can do. Find a way to move that you actually enjoy. Maybe it's dancing in your living room, going for a hike, joining a sports team, or taking up gardening. When you enjoy it, you'll stick with it. The focus shifts from burning calories to feeling energized, strong, and mentally clear. Sleep is another crucial, often overlooked pillar of health. When you're sleep deprived, your hunger hormones go haywire, just like when you're dieting. Your cortisol levels rise, which can lead to increased fat storage, especially around the belly. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep can do more for your health and weight management than any crash diet. And finally, stress management. Chronic stress is a major driver of weight gain and poor health. Finding healthy coping mechanisms like meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, or talking to a friend or therapist is not just good for your mind. It's essential for your physical well-being. So, let's put it all together. The reason diets fail is because they are a short-term fix for a long-term issue, and they work against your body's natural biology and psychology. They create a cycle of restriction, rebound, and guilt that can damage your metabolism and your relationship with food. The true path to lasting health is to ditch the diet mentality for good. It's about learning to trust your body again through intuitive eating. It's about building small, sustainable, health-promoting habits that you can maintain for life. Add more whole foods, move your body in a joyful way, prioritize sleep, and manage your stress. This journey is not about finding the perfect body. It's about finding peace with your body. It's about nourishing it, respecting it, and freeing up all the mental energy you once spent on dieting to live a fuller, happier life. It's a slower process, and it doesn't come with the dramatic before and after photos you see in diet ads, but it leads to something much better: lasting, sustainable well-being, both physically and mentally. You deserve to feel good in your body, and you don't need another restrictive diet to get there. You have the wisdom within you. You just need to learn how to listen to it again. Thank you so much for watching and for being open to this conversation. It's a really important one. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can join me for more videos on breaking free from diet culture and building a truly healthy life. Leave a comment below and share your experience with DietSide. Love to hear your story. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.